Hello there, friends. Thought I'd pop on here and just say hello. There's Lewis, he says hi, and just give you a little tour of everything that's waking up because it's spring. Today it's overcast, kind of spitting here and there, but the perfect day for gardening, and that's what I plan to do today. Just be out in the yard, transplanting, cutting things back, pruning, taking care of my little seed babies, and just generally a maintenance day. I can't wait till we open the pool. It's hard to believe it's like 3 weeks away. There's the little shed I got, or garden greenhouse I should say, from Lidl that I got for 60 bucks. I didn't think that was too bad at all. And then here are my lime lights, or my little limes. They're supposed to be little. They're not little. I cut them back hard again. And I actually this year have taken them up from the bottom, and I'm just gonna put some annuals underneath, probably some impatiens. And then over here, I have a baby that I'm gonna dig out right here and pot him. There's my Annabelle, she's looking lush. And then these are some that I've already dug out. These are from the front. This hydrangea is called Kaleidoscope, and it blooms white, but not every year. It's very temperamental. There's a random hosta in there. And then I had some of, I believe this is dichondra that overwintered in some of my bigger pots. So I'm gonna spread that out this year. And here I have a hydrangea, I don't remember the name, but it's pink. And she's underplanted with some English ivy. Here's my big white oak. Girls' playhouse needs some attention this year too. Needs some paint. So over here, some things are happening. Bleeding heart. Potted up some strawberries to give away. Let's see, over here we've got geranium coming back. I think these are some foxglove in here. I did scatter some seed dahlia through here, see what happens with those. Random gladiolus and things like that are popping up. I have a lupin here that did not flower last year. I'm wondering what it's going to do this year. Some daffodil fall over there, some iris. And then in here, cucumbers couldn't look any better. I cut back the lettuce this morning and had put that in a bag. And we've got some other things. Evidently too much watering, too much moisture, but things are still growing anyway. So that's encouraging. This is my first year with the greenhouse, so I'm on the learning curve. And I got some tomatoes and basil, more tomatoes. And then earlier I had planted some violas. They took forever to germinate. Now they're just finally kicking in, which I had thought with the cool weather they would have been happier, but guess not. There's some nasturtium coming. And that was the Easter, what do you call it? Fundraising purchase. That's what that was. So anyway, yeah, this wet weather's doing everybody some good. So we'll go into the garden here. I have clematis. This one is a pink variety. Get back in there. And then this one is purple. There's the first two blooms there. We have some pieces of sedum I just put in pots. They're growing. This is a peach tree. But I actually put a peach pit in a pot, and there it is. Who knows? Maybe someday I'll get a peach. Spiderwort, some phlox here, and some salvia. I put in some more types of phlox here. There's a Agara coming back. I'm going to dig her out and put her in the big garden. Euphorbia of some sort, I can't remember. Sedum. These are coneflowers and black-eyed Susans. Some yarrow that's escaping where it's supposed to be. That's okay. I'll dig him out too. Daylily. Yarrow where it's supposed to be. The daylily baby from the first one I showed you, and then this is a little plot of Shasta daisy. Some volunteer bachelor buttons here. They're outside the bed. That's okay. Some nigella. Nigella that went out of the bed. There's a lone sweet pea there. And we've got some sweet William that has, unfortunately, that's fallen over, so I'm going to stake that up. And I think larkspur and snapdragon combo going in here. Random nigella. Random black-eyed Susan coming in where the snapdragons are supposed to be. Some seeding ground cover there. I'll dig that out. Forget-me-nots are happy. And let me tell you, those things pop up everywhere. Around here, they're like a weed. Got some balloon flower coming here. Some obedient plant, which I love. Asters back there. More sweet William that's gone over. I'm going to have to stake that as well. And then, this is the strawberry patch, which I should have a bumper crop this year. They are looking so happy, looking so good, and everybody's getting strawberries, and I can't wait. And neither can the kids. Last year I did really good, but this year it looks like it's going to be exceptional. Okay, so this is coming through the back gate of the property into our woods. All told, we have about 3.6 acres here. So we have, with the house and the privacy fence and the garage enclosed, that area is probably about just over an acre, I guess, that we've fenced in like that. And then we have all of these woods to the back, and then to the side we have those woods and my big garden. So last year in the spring we made a path going all around the perimeter of the property, and we're just trying to maintain that, which is quite a job. So this year we're going to get a bush hog and come through and hopefully clear a lot of this brush and vines and things like that. Now right here in the middle, my aunt had a Japanese maple growing in her yard randomly. So I dug that out and brought it here, and so I'm trying to protect it from getting taken over before we get the bush hog. But it had not leafed out yet when I dug it, and now it is looking happy. It's moving down here. I've had this little bed for 2 years, and again, just trying to claim it from the forest. Those are logs from when we cleared, and we're eventually going to be moving them to the perimeter of the property too, just to outline the boundaries. But until that happens, that's where they are. But in here, I've got a few things. The daffodils are done. They looked really pretty. Got some hostas coming up. Some heuchera, which will be eaten by the deer. I've got a hydrangea back there that every year gets eaten by the deer. The rhododendron was eaten one time, but it seems to be recovering, and they've left it alone so far. So we'll see how long that lasts. But I'm just trying to get this area kind of cleared, and right there is a beautiful maple tree. So when we get the bush hog, we're going to go around that and just, try to clear the way for that, because it really is pretty, and in the fall it's absolutely gorgeous. And then as you continue this way, this is just a big open area. We have little quads for the kids, or a little quad at the moment for the kids. And the neighbors in the back, we let them ride. We have that little path, so they come around and ride. That actually helps keep the grass and everything down. And here, more daffodils that are done, the smoke bush, and more of that honeysuckle. And then here was the original entrance to the big garden that we made last year. So all of this looked like that. And we had it all cleared last year. And I put down the wood chips that it generated in rows, and then the other rows have leftover leaf mulch. My husband has a machine that chops it up, and he's dumped it here, which I use as mulch in my flower beds, which is fantastic recycling. But anyway, so that is that. And this year I just had topsoil put down on top of the leaves where I grew last year. So hopefully that will work out well, and I'll have quite the garden this year. This garden is 100 feet by 30 feet wide. So it's quite a lot of growing space. And over in the grassy area, eventually I'll have horizontal beds going all the way across. I have a few beds along the fence now, but I'll extend that. But it's all a work in progress. And here, just a couple of random, that's a 9-bark, and then in back of that, the 9-bark's gonna have to be moved because the deer will come and eat that as well. And I have a hibiscus there. So I guess I'm gonna have to somehow fence that or cage that in because they've nibbled that before. And then over here, I echoed the same thing, but like I said, I'm gonna have to dig one of them, probably the 9-bark. Put that inside the fence, and then somehow cage or enclose the hibiscus because I do want them. They're a blue hibiscus, rose, I can't remember the name, bluebird maybe? I wanted them to flank what was going to be the gate here, and will eventually be a gate with a cattle panel trellis. So that's the vision anyway. Long way to go, but I do enjoy it. So that is the garden areas for, I guess we're mid-spring 2023.